This episode, along with hundreds of others from Calaroga Shark Media, is available without commercials. Just look for the banner on your Apple Podcast app to subscribe and try it free for a month.
Calaroga Shark Media. Hello and welcome to Murder Weekly. This episode is titled Spiked.
The sun beat down mercilessly on the sandy shores of Santa Monica Beach, the air thick with the scent of sunscreen and the laughter of carefree beachgoers. The annual beach volleyball tournament was in full swing, a lively spectacle of tanned bodies and fierce competition. Amidst the excitement, no one noticed when Lila Summers, a rising star in the volleyball world, failed to show up for her semi-final match. It wasn't until her teammate Megan found her lifeless body in the changing tents that the festive atmosphere shattered into chaos. Detective Novak arrived on the scene, the sound of his footsteps muffled by the soft sand. The tent had been cordoned off, the once pristine white canvas now stained with the crimson hues of tragedy. As he ducked under the police tape, the metallic tang of blood assaulted his nostrils. Lila lay on the ground, her body positioned as if she had been caught off guard, her sun-kissed skin marred by a single brutal wound. A beach volleyball, the very symbol of the sport she loved, was lodged grotesquely in her throat, a macabre mockery of the game that had been her life. "What the hell happened here?" Novak muttered, his eyes scanning the scene for any clues. His partner, the seasoned Detective Castillo, shook her head. "It's a messy one, that's for sure. The killer caught her by surprise, forced that ball down her throat with enough force to crush her windpipe." The investigation quickly revealed that beneath the shimmering veneer of the volleyball community lay a tangled web of rivalries and jealousies. Lila, with her talent and beauty, had been both admired and envied by her peers. The first suspect was Lila's former partner, Jake Donovan. The two had been an unstoppable duo on the court until a bitter falling out the previous season. Rumors swirled about a love triangle gone wrong, with whispers of betrayal and heartbreak. When questioned, Jake's eyes blazed with barely contained anger. "You think I killed her? Lila was the one who ruined everything. She's the reason I lost my sponsorships, my chance at the big leagues." Detective Novak leaned in, his gaze unwavering. "And that's a pretty strong motive for murder, wouldn't you say?" Jake's fists clenched, his knuckles turning white. "I may have hated her, but I didn't kill her. I was at the gym when it happened. You can check the security cameras." Next on the list was Natalie Torres, a promising up-and-comer who had been nipping at Lila's heels all season. With Lila out of the picture, Natalie stood to gain everything: the sponsorships, the fame, the glory. Natalie's demeanor was cool and collected, a stark contrast to the sweltering heat outside. Lila was a fierce competitor, but I had no reason to want her dead. My game speaks for itself. Detective Castillo wasn't buying it. "But with Lila gone, you're the favorite to win the tournament. That's quite a convenient turn of events, isn't it?" A flicker of annoyance crossed Natalie's face, her composure slipping for just a moment. "Luck had nothing to do with it. I've worked my ass off to get where I am, and I sure as hell didn't need murder to win." The investigation took a surprising turn when an unexpected suspect emerged: Lila's own coach, Marcus Reed. Known for his unorthodox training methods and fiery temper, Reed had a reputation for pushing his players to the brink. Eyewitnesses reported seeing Reed and Lila engaged in a heated argument just hours before her death, their voices carrying across the sand. In the interrogation room, Reed's arrogance was palpable. "Lila was my star player, my ticket to the top. Why would I jeopardize that?" Detective Novak's gut told him there was more to the story. Maybe she wanted out. Maybe she was tired of your mind games and your controlling behavior. Reed's jaw clenched, a vein throbbing in his temple. I pushed her because I saw her potential. I made her a champion. As the detectives dug deeper, a disturbing picture began to emerge. Lila had been keeping secrets, dark secrets that threatened to unravel the carefully crafted image she presented to the world. Hidden in her apartment, they found a stash of performance-enhancing drugs, a clear violation of the sport's strict anti-doping regulations. Suddenly, the stakes of the game had become deadly. The break in the case came from an unexpected source, a hidden camera discovered in Lila's changing tent. The footage revealed the shocking truth. The killer was none other than Megan, Lila's own teammate. In the interrogation room, Megan's facade of innocence crumbled, revealing a seething resentment that had festered for years. Lila had everything handed to her on a silver platter: the looks, the talent, the sponsors. I worked twice as hard and got half the recognition. Detective Castillo's voice was laced with disgust. So you killed her? Because you were jealous? Megan's laughter was hollow, devoid of any real humor. Jealous? No, I was angry. Angry that she was cheating, that she was using drugs to get ahead. I confronted her, told her I was going to expose her, and she laughed in my face. The room fell silent as the weight of Megan's confession sank in. In a twisted way, she had seen herself as the guardian of the sport's integrity, willing to go to any lengths to protect it. As the handcuffs clicked around Megan's wrists, Detective Novak stepped out into the fading sunlight. The beach was empty now, the once vibrant tournament grounds now a somber reminder of the darkness that could lurk beneath the surface of even the most seemingly innocent pursuits. He thought of Lila, of the dreams and ambitions that had been snuffed out in a moment of senseless violence. The world of beach volleyball would move on, new stars rising to take her place, but the scar of her loss would linger, a haunting reminder of the price of obsession. Detective Novak knew that the game of justice was a treacherous one, with twists and turns that could catch even the most seasoned player off guard. But as he walked away from the scene, he felt a renewed sense of purpose, a determination to see that the truth, no matter how painful, would always triumph in the end. The sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the sand. Tomorrow would bring new challenges, new games to be played. But tonight, in the stillness of the gathering dusk, Detective Novak allowed himself a moment of quiet reflection, a silent tribute to the fallen, and a vow to keep fighting, one serve at a time, until justice was served.
Murder Weekly is a Calaroga Shark media production, written and hosted by Aidan I. Flanagan, produced by Mark Francis, executive producers Mark Francis and John McDermott. Portions of this podcast may have been created with the assistance of AI. Calaroga Shark Media.